Se to adwumadi so de afia man kwa tama close recipe so de nkomo kama say etimi e de abre ebra so say ye de eye Mpensenpensemu ni asem di kan na de bom e de bro mama ka say eye Franco Trading Enterprise for the Roman Safari tissue na Richoko and a zest consult for one and a so kwansonko so de san komo we ye de bro Yeka Franco Trading Enterprise near cow say Nokia and Samsung, smart TV, iPhone, Franco air conditioning, and a CCTV cameras and so on. Open papa mana function well. Franco for anybody said Jan. Free one war 0246 422338 and 055593 9311 no timini won akasa. Pe bi mu so mekoso aka say and is just consult eso to aton and auto ade wa wo Japan de person mo ton wo Japan de bituma wo say asase car if you are parenting na zest consult AU free sa aye kodan na nim ti no eni kasobom eno what you pa di sua ni nim de ento aso ne etre wo shemu a zest consult for se won ebebo free 055 563 31633 and 050 9092 aye 330 no team is just consult for digital a free a year a juada copy me fiada sa nyuma kowe adarama Franco Trading Enterprise Safari tissue Richoko and a zest consult one other man this and come away yetimi e de ebro ba me encha nanano ma ono wo a year meka se western region na na fi machia otetete na matachia the vice chancellor or UMAT ono board chair council chair also Dr. Machia Munina for the great support you have given and continue to give to Nimnyam for George Meku Duka. I witnessed that awards ceremony about so this weekend or Takwa Braobo teacher for Abaso and to Western Regional Education Directorate, great job done to the committee so mu yedimu si honom nipa mako ni munyam 4 and 9 amoye categories ranging from non-teaching staff to primary to KG to JHS to SHS and then to overall best teacher Dukas Teacher Award. It was super, it was fantastic, it was so encouraging, very motivational. A collective responsibility that we do that for. And all the companies, major mining companies as well, more the relevance of supporting such a big idea from the Member of Parliament. In fact, Nanano Musumukasa Mobaka said the natural resources, we have them, but the human resources as this year free, Ahwetia Sodom, Pimne, Takwane, Inkurecha Huninano, we need to develop that human resource. No, said Yebeya, Akwanyampo Betuto of these mining companies now. Yetimi de Hua Budin Kratako. It's key. And so I reflect the same thing to Yenu so more I have for Kenya, and I have for region or more Newmont to all intino. If indeed you want to be part of the process, you need to build human resource base, no. So we need him whether skilled or whatever, no, we need him there, we part of the mining industry. It is the fact is that de mines about area now as a former good year to no about upotem no just automatically as one I more as to me acquire the needed knowledge. It is another more western region. I appreciate you so much for that contribution. I'm going to say the human resource build up near very, very, very important. To the overall best teacher, also thank you. It is also to push you to your height. Say, maskai in your limit. Na bomodia so no impact. Takwa then encourage impact them positively. Let them understand and feel and know relevance of education because teacher need bar overall very young, focused, determined, hardworking teacher. Overall no. Also, Onyamisha no more winning awards from the non-teaching staff category right to KG to primary to JHS to the overall. Munyano, we are so grateful. We fully say we are proud of you and the GDCSI awards. No, ebe konkan. Honorable Duka say epe papa preko bra. You know, so epe papa bra. I got that one in Takwa. It was so exciting. And your Duka ladies. Into almost Pampe. It's a whole now Takwa is in the news again because this weekend Kwesiada, and to all the companies and people of Takwa Nshiaim, Moses Parker, for over 45 years, Western region, Muhu Kap Biada, Western region, Muhu Kap Biada, over 45 years. Now, Moses Parker, Otimi Aje Premier League, no. Inti sese no de tieni nyame adma kwasiada Takwa bebutu, and I love the way the mining companies are now making sure say kroni be ebe welcome ahoho no. Inti wo Takwa ene ni nsu ayema ene nkuru atwa ho ahia nyina football no e de adwuma kese pa na eba hoteliers, taxi drivers, Takwa de hia nyina no munyina titru hoteliers ne ye taxi drivers no. You know, monye red alert, monye so disciplined. More upgrading my system no within the short time because any pa I be poor about no. Any pa I told from over this very Sunday crowning Mediema as the Premier League champions no. Any pa de ba no. And no echi ombe ko Africa. It no so business opportunities as a de ba no. Mr. Takwa Nshiaim ni Takwa Nkasa Western region in whole munjina painting. Just be ready for this blessing and breakthrough. Na Kwesiada yina yenkotai Moses ama Parker echi Mediema bankroller yenkotai nechi ebra omo koji kuruwa no na afi omo de afa ba bia na bibia atima kama e ma refi se Mediema only team share kotoko share has bufu chain bibia but meka ho na no memende me say yase me kotoko ni me na me di chia me ama Mediema for etimi age cap no dey but we dey go kasa. So I said, "Obo chinchim yense ozo wo chinchim ye ko omaji league no." So kudos to Mediema and to the bankroller Moses Ama Parker. You really fought a good battle. You deserve it. You really deserve it. Inti Takwa for get ready. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then crumble home pupuye, a chinambo home pupuye, Wednesday home pupuye, Thursday home pupuye. Now Friday peak nankasa, Saturday and then Sunday. Then we are done. That is a Bibia Kokama. And he said, "Oh, Takwa, these are some of the best moments you can ever have." Say through an indigent, Moses Amapaka, Kapa, 11 Waisine, Hazakes, Yina, Kofa, from Wonmaba, Omunina, you know, Vipers, Munina, Dwarfs, Munina, they say, "Oh, Central Western Yinana." Yeah, it is a Central Fima Western, they're very poor in terms of Cup, J, football trophy, Premier League. In the Ayaniji Kesipa, under the able leadership of original minister Kobe Ochere Dako, I'm sure Munina you troop into the stadium on Sunday and make sure the coronation will be a big one and a huge one. The Awahono Brano Mesa Kyle, but this Sunday we'll still meet there, God willing. Nabibia Akosu. And Yamo was a football administrator. A part of the conversation is a businessman, football administrator, and a party person. Chairman Adekuka. So I a disco boy. You know. Chairman Akwawa. Oh, Adom. Bibia ya kama pa mji. Egusu. Musu no mati say.
Ikrumu.
Musu shemu ho. Oh, Asinos.
Asinos. Asinos for some reason. Mobedembia. First of all, Mamintia, I want Ukru and pay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I'm sure there was over there 5 years. No, I have a studio. And when I was
Yes.
In Chow, the Yamiasi, the Adachian. I seen off as someday. Last week, I can't know sample. Or continuous asama. You can't keep from time. As from Jubaba as enough.
Okay.
Because today I can CCIA Supreme Court on the 7th June.
Yeah.
Obama war ruling.
Yeah. Nobody
7 June.
Yeah.
And 7 June able what went into their thinking, ruling.
Yeah.
They are very important. Inti anu aminche or there ye trene yenya ruling and sana pone ya adwin there ye kay elections no. Okay. Because the ruling will inform the party either to go for a review. Doesn't matter what's for sometimes review no obana okofo wakati na wadwina wotuma san wa adwin. Okay. But the elections are coming on and
but you took the big risk. More the more candidate than the
you are innocent
until
proven guilty. And that should not bar you from pursuing your life ambition. Until when you are to never prove guilty, then the assembly annual. Because if you get a good lawyer, you can go and make sure there was some busy beam. It's not the risk. It's very important that the person should go and continue what he was doing now, what truncating by ruling of the Supreme Court.
I see.
Until let the people themselves decide. They what piano. So what second time win be at least so it be reasonable some sort. But take into consideration so many factors.
Okay.
Was it his intention to commit crime? Sometimes men's real or the
intent is
the intent is there. I believe the party hasn't taken any risk.
Okay.
Winning. I buy election bill.
Okay. Okay. I see. So are you cool with the party?
I'm cool as
and almost celebrating June 4 saying.
It was very nice. I couldn't go, but I watched the proceedings on television, and it is a clarion call for probity accountability. Everybody must be worried. The issue June 4th, issue pettiness, what life from because of little corruption at that time now.
And your man obetimi walk over it.
There's a vast difference. It has there. We should change government by democratic means. Now say as someone see June 4th, send the obesu ha. I'm the only some papa. It is a wake up call out there. What reflect. Ibiara option Suban or reflect and see how best we can mitigate what happened June 4th in this present day Ghana. Or there how we can mitigate all these things. Dama Sama Osi June 4th in the AFRC time Osi. We should be very, very, very sensitive and cautious to see what is happening. For me, 44 years of what happened on June 4th and looking at what is happening now, the question I am maybe someone there, have we learned something as a nation? As a nation, 44 years, that time now I was supposed to be there 23 years or so, 20 years. So you can imagine, what have we learned, that generation, this past 44 years. If you are from June 4th up to already 44 years, and say, what have we learned? What lessons? You go back and look at what is happening in Ghana. The corruption, the insensitivity, the poverty. Too many things in a basket. Say, ushers there or boiler. All of us will be at risk. All of us will be at risk.
All right, Cheba, what are you watching?
It's a call.
It's the first time, big man.
Oh, Debbie.
When was your other?
You share that. I say, we are Commander General. Troops maybe call you by now. Say, oh, my doors in Tiana.
Hey, Jawam. And the old time, because had
oh, we know there, J. Numunia.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Sir.
Did that chairman at the cooker?
Chairman, there's some young senior chairman.
Yes,
Go senior.
Nabokode.
Why, oh, my, Kunyanam Sudini. Ye dini keke. We chef free soon. Say Cuban style.
Nyami because my momono quite confusing and quite worrying. And nyami na diabetes more confusing when more appointee Dr. Apia Hemoko Electoral Commission. Very confused, very worrying when Moka Sama Adia Chiana Asakoya Semfufo. So my momono, you know.
Now, how can it be so confusing and you were looking good?
Because
that grace, when you go for the bar or the true edipa, you can't grace. I am like, can't can't grace. Yeah, can't someone. You baby, I say, you go for on the bar. I know the above. Whatever.
The environment is determining grace now.
Exactly. So
they talk to how count me.
And two said and no show glasses. It gives you the credence of how expensive, how good the economy is. Because grace, you say, you made the manwa. It's how about you manage yourself. And you know, no, also can say, it doesn't mean say, oh, grace, so you
manage economy to manage.
Oh, of course, say, and yeah, dear, a bit of number say, I'm senior de Cook starting from June 4th. Oh, Mamma Quaya, I can even tell you, say, it's one of the most indisciplined organization and revolution that we ever have in this country. But say, indeed, at a certain time, it should have brought some discipline, dynamism, a different direction. 44 years, near Mubi. If that 44 years is the direction and not mine, just to bring discipline, stop corruption, making sure say the poor can be rich.
So I'm
44 years. Na and baby I yet. Na and no be fa or my hiniba. Now be blimuna. Now my hiniba sorry no catch say I no pay me sorry a grace. Now at this moment, you know, the otimuno Adom I free or so bad the leadership or team. So Adom and all. So
Adom leadership no.
And Abasuka by this time baby so Kenya papa. What you say? It no and yes you can say near sorry call. Debbie I make our room has say since 7th January 2017. Ananado I swear ofa afna I swear my Ghana for. When we say this in the Bisano, oh, show you so. Oh, you're king of the media. Meaning, baby, I want to in your interview from a sempa to a heifer. And I know here's a nakume, we now bobuna, you crumuni, and Nina Kahubi. You are assessing the environment. That Ben, what to say? What is a senior Diko Cabetana from 7th January 2017? No, besides said to say, I got to say, Yeda. As you had be a domino.
Oh.
So at the end, Manima, all the statistics in the country. Oh, and the economy, and at data is saying a fine question. But you are doing the Adom. And the Crown and who I
stress the
last time I catch me, I mean, about in this. No, yeah. And no, she said the panda. What to me be a juma?
Panda.
What funny? What you say? The environment in here. Who at the time are now party war power? Who to me be a juma? I'm asking him. Say who to me be a juma? So at any point in time, I don't be before you let me be a juma.
So are you managing Ghana well?
Master, what do you compare with other countries? Compare with other countries. We shouldn't sit here. Me say you be a what can Adom. But say Adoma nyame ebia Pentecost empire whatever Christ apostle baby a mu free ba nyina no eno ena ekuta ye nketenkete ye de abedu baby e de abedu yo ena uti krom ha Americans are discussing their debt ceiling. And you are asking me say you think you are managing your country when I got to so comedy no ha you be got to obisa no be got to say enema na ne boaye di e fa na enema bo nya di utu kwan bi ni o ma hin utu kwan pa and then the first time in America say your tokusia $7 Have you heard them complaining? Because it do baby, they embrace it and make sure that they work on it. And the opposition, the government of the day are discussing their debt ceiling. Debt ceiling, and yet Joe Biden a debt ceiling. Of couple can go. And I'm a boy. Some years, some of them are 100 years ago. But they still have hope. At the end, Akwalane Tokusiane 7 cities, there is some available. Me see, so one of their market stores, a friend BJ's.
Yeah, BJ's.
One of the wholesale, can wholesale. Yeah, you heard you so quiet. Oh, my, as I say, now so a bit cotton, 7 cedis, $7. Kusia, me be that. It baby, I was say we have to come together. Say it is not the same time. No, 44 years ago. Me who you know we say Cuban practice, say Russian practice.
But in your case, the money is very worrying. He say, "Mo kwenya say mutimi attend the fortunes of this country to the next level." But excuses no, any ye bi no, any no me bi a ensem fata bi no. Eye bua fa moso. Yanka say onyame nhira o man muni eni munipa. Na at this point, mo na mo ye akandifo wo man. We appreciate and acknowledge say untimi ntwura abakose munyi COVID in film. Untimi ntwura abakose munyi Russia Ukraine in film. Na bebia eye yanka say responsibility no eye ye use ye seek asem wisely or judiciously. That continues to be the challenge. And until the debia that you be why be there was say you see debia Ghana for yendi 1 cedi. Ghana for catch there who say the intimi 1 cedi a day. You be 3 cedis. But I am a for be gina consul there. You be 1 cedi no. So we want through independence, empower the IMF or no IMF, we'll go by the 1 cedi. Self-discipline. And the principle, no, that's where the challenge is. Yes. Because when we raise red flags, you come back say NDC the share and NDC for opposition in T and yes, 1. Namfor any abusuamamu. 2. Contract ahodo yade mama emuni dada hoyi. 3. Nyoma binimu hono mo amokeka asem ba ya mode mo sa akososo ho a enhye aga. It is when Ghanaians come back to you and put in reminders of some of these challenges. Our expectation is give us hope. But don't always go and say it's here to Kushia $7. Kushia $7 the meto Chairman Cook meto but me talk with the hope say unipa no di menim no. What dying is Sunni buying the HSA. There's hope. Even buying it as a business, no, there's still hope. But I bleak kakra. That's why the challenge.
I don't think say a deliberate attempt to say so because a government, you know, I said that. Oh yes, sir. For me, I disagree with you. And I'm happy when you started by saying, oh, yes, IMF for say in the 1 cedi, yeah, it me di. But yeah, it me share also in the 1 cedi. I can give you the genesis of it. Go back to Nkrumah time, when there was money in the hands of the black man. Also independent, he can have his own self-rule. He have his own self-rule. Where he can borrow some money to the other jurisdictions. Go back and check. They still borrow to support their budget in this country since 1957. And when you do that, said Yawuke say, if the leadership did not realize and come together by saying, we are going to talk about our debt ceiling, self-discipline. At the end, this is what we are going to say. We won't go anywhere. So it is between all of us. Our attitude of leadership, at the end, you know, I say 4 years, it's on my in the crana, you problem.
Yeah, opposition
where somebody has done it and left. So we catch them say, and then Yakobo 3 billion. Let's celebrate about it. I agree with you. Mengasa challenge in the whole. Mengasa somehow can mind no Kenyans or some. But my point is that say and Yeah, Kobobisa 3 billion. And that is what the nation needs to support their budget. Now, you have your government last 4 years, 5 years ago. Now, sir, Otumika was say, I've messed up. I've signed some agreement for over 12 billion. 4 times, quadruple of what you are chasing now, today. Do you know the population between the 6 years and now? And what the 12 billion can do? Yeah, just baby. Let's talk about what is down. Una also pay to me. Una wakache Ghana for say, Obejiaye. I'm telling you today, leadership there, Omahini, Sebi, it do baby cranny be we won't create a vacuum. Una say before wakudi. It doesn't mean they can't raise criticism. Me, I'm not against it at all. So we raise criticism. It must direct us to do better. That is what the citizens are looking for. Obeji to me. But at the end, who assess all the situations? One make it with suggestions. Then you put it together, say, are we going forward? And now you 2 years can say, they're okay. We have issues about the state economy. I'm not disagreeing with you. But we are far, far better than other states also. We are far better than a state where resources, to compare yourself with them. But they are also going out. Okay. It's about how all can once say no,
it's good. But I'm saying it's good.
I'm saying
it's very good because I say yes, you bush you for any more. Yes, you break on ma. Bra no, omo gas no, emu peja, omo rent no, emu peja. So many things there. Insure kra emu peja. It's very, very good. But it's just to tell us that we need to do a lot.
I agree with you. I'm saying it's about how we all come together. We all come together. It's just a minute. Now you be making about a scene of situation. We catch up. We decided sometimes, and we won't go where we are now. If leadership, both the MPP and the NDC, say that is not the right way. Somebody from MPP are co-prison pay. Or the same situation. If the constitution is wrong, why don't you amend it? Because at the end of the day, catch will be dual citizenship. Ghana ni ayawono. Yet no statistics has put together to tell us say Ghana for resources. Ghana sika. There are over 6 million Ghanaians with the scholarship paid by Ghana. Because of environment, meaning change statistical. And next we decide this also about now so kita dual citizenship. That's your word to call. Because Obi 44 years, Obi security. Person born 19. Also so ba be year. Untimi infa Saudi we ma. Meanwhile, Israel cry, Prime Minister cry, American citizen.
But Chairman, with the
you have to. You better now we better be defend it with time. What president at the time? Obi da no pa no was sorry near vice president.
Now really look at it.
President Mills decided it's okay. Yenye constitutional review, leadership with lawyers and upon lawyers, where we need brains to support the country. At the end, what to actually baby. Now you are fighting as a state, as a citizen. We have not come together and things say it's wrong for us to say that Ghana ni aya won at me because in 1999. I was part of Kufuor's campaign team in Sunyani. Yako elected in 98. Because from 98 to 2005. Wakunya another dual citizenship. Wakunya citizenship be waba for days that you can help your state. Debbie. Okay. Now tell me, say you're smart in this country. No, not here can be. A hefan information what actually national information ID. What from say? National Communication Authority. They are two American citizen. I don't know, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
So we should stop this hypocrisy that every day you have a because of political expediency. And you'll be there. Any fun information you want to now Parliament involved with the information in the crowd. MPs in the go on. And the information in the crowd.
Chema de mo me hwe ho
Now what instead of us coming together
and fight that
cause and make sure that we amend the constitution for the betterment of the state, of the people, of the citizens. Your state, and I'm 6 million Ghanaians egu abrochire. Ghana for the sike to ai.
Omukro ebinimo ko naturalize. Ebinimo so
go to NASA. Ghana for egu ho aye adwuma. Omo te Bethesda in Maryland DC. Because some of them were professors, lecturers from Legon. Or the idea air support to be waha. Otuama Rollins aye constitution because of honorary security. Fine, constitution there. Sanya and democracy. American constitution here to say. But amendment the woman here so good them because for 200 years, you know, every day surround and yet the same thing. Come on. Gotta be serious.
This idiot. If I
Daniel Kojo.
Daniel. We made a mistake. Albert
Kojo Boatin Ajiman. Kojo no a Monday born.
Chairman Kojo Boatin.
A Monday born.
Yeah.
Today a Monday.
Yeah.
I'm saying I pay all compa. But very serious.
Very serious matter.
Oh no. MPP for they don't accept responsibility in anything.
He has accepted that.
Neighbor. I'm going to the economy. I saw that because he jumped into this thing that trying to cut me out.
Okay.
Oh, you are talking about
but it positive. Friend said the
experience that you want to win sympathy votes on the ground.
No. Or the film kake. No. Oh, economy. No, debt ceiling American. You see, you are comparing oranges to banana and apples. See, American economy is totally different. Debt, it has been with them so many years. After all, they are currency in the whole world, dollar. Domu chagumwa and form Clinton time. From time immemorial, they be every 4 years they come to talk because they know that money they will never be able to pay. So they add more. They know they will never be able to Republican and Democrats.
But point of correction, Clinton time they have a surplus. They didn't have. Focus on Muchogumu. That's where that.
Muchogumu they be the surplus because they are social network, their welfare, their development. No, it needs trillions, and millions, the billions, trillions. Oh.
Chama de Cookers economists.
Yes. Well, into that aspect, when they watch there, when they do those things, what did they do? Only 3 days I was watching all the first craft China. Biden has made sure that he's now creating industries in the areas that they are coal mining industries now. He's been able to create new industries there so that there will not be dependence on China because of the experience that Europe had with Russia because of this Ukrainian war. So they take measures. And only last week, their employment rate, number of people that they have employed in the American economy, is so huge that they themselves too, they are now feeling they're Biden with all his age, with all this, falling down, they look at him as somebody who has got steady hands on the economy. When it comes to talk about corruption, America, you go and do corruption at your peril. Though there's corruption,
it's not attractive.
It's not attractive. It's not attractive. Just oppose that to us here.
Very attractive and with impunity.
With impunity. So it's not a matter of June 4th and that kind of thing, because this corruption, June 4th, there was a corruption, and we tried to stem the corruption out. Efforts were made, and the attitude of Ghanaians didn't allow us to do. So, and now we are in a situation where now it is abon kra, abon. That's what we are talking about. And so the IMF steps in. You have borrowed so much over the past 6 years. And I dare you say, What's again this year, Bino, and yet we came to give so many promises. And then what happened? The people gave their mandate to you. And then you still go back to blame NDC. Then you're a total failure. Then what did you come to do? Rather, you came to compound the situation. Since this economy is totally bankrupt. You go for a mere 3 billion. 3 billion, who offer despite. Who offer I can name a lot of Ghanaians who can go. Who can go mountains now. I'm saying Ophobia. Ufu mountains now. Who shall like right? Hey, where Las Vegas? They could raise the $3 billion. More than that. Go to Kwawu.
More than.
Don't need to go to IMF. He's where my brother is coming from. They can raise $3 billion. You go, they give you 600 million tranche. They say, thought. What will 600 million do to you? When in COVID times, you got so much money. You come and beat your chest and blame somebody. I mean, what kind of country are we in? So you can't compare your situation to America, where they have got steady hands. Look at Biden with all his age. He's got steady hands.
As a country, and with the kind of leaders here, we need to also check the system.
Yeah, you don't have steady hands. We have people who come, and you rightly said, family and friends. Last week you said it here. Who won't come family and friends no one? Who won't be? So that's where we are. So a few people have hijacked the economy. Papa Yafanu Kenufuriate, data bank, or your advisor to government on borrowing. Okobo Bosa, they give him percentage on it.
Data bank for
Bosi. Me say mankase Bosebia. Me say Okobo Bosa. Mankase Bosebia. Me say Okobo Bosa. Onyani commission. Omu. Odekwan ebusia. Ana meboa. Na me na wo na me nua habit. Yet na na ye Jojo. Ye Jojo. So it is the government, the hands on the wheel, no, that will determine whether we are steady or not. So that's it. So you cannot compare this to America. So that is where we are. June 4th, it was not something that everybody appreciated. But the times, bring systems. We go through those. Every country or society went to a revolution because of the attitude of the people. The attitude of people who compare somebody sitting back, realize that no, we must change for the better. And now we are going through a phase, because of our acceptance of having democracy. No, Papa. And you say about now. Let me go to the other gear about dual citizenship, that kind of thing. We have all said that we need to revisit, but revisiting it also, we also must be conscious of the fact that me and you stay in this country. We also go to universities here. We also go and study. We also have the brains, and then we decide that we are going to stay. Sometimes when you are looking at the coin, look at the both sides of it. You have sat here for so many years. Why you presenter? Why you got so many experience? The coffee about I also went to Britain. I studied there. I stayed there. I did my first degree. I did my master's in economics. But I decided to come back home. I come and struggle with you. Well answer.
Sometimes
you have to look at it in both ways. He had a scholarship to go.
You didn't get the point.
Remember. He had a scholarship to go.
Where you were coming from?
I'm coming from a very. You see, I agree both sides. So we should do so, but also no. We also must speak for our people who are also here, who are suffering, because this year countries is who we are there. Obiafa Abrochaba. Now the minister. If you forget, say, or dual citizenship, or a Ghanaian,
But that is not the essence that they draw the constitution.
No, you can't say. But I know.
Was it the essence why the rolling?
Specifics.
Listen. I'll come to specific. No,
I want him to deal with the specifics.
As I said, that's what we are thinking.
So let's.
But those who are doing it, or since you are careful, now this year, so much now, so I'm going to in terms of every
tell me, sir, this year your mom position that then they take them overseas to go and train them.
Okay,
some board executives now. No, open to go and collaborate with them. When did they go there for? Your government spent almost about 2 billion with the gas money, or your capacity building. No, what are you talking about? Are you not the service to the citizens of this country?
Okay,
poverty work room hano. Say can require capacity build on Mr. Sanko for go everything.
You see?
Okay, so you're my chairman.
What are you talking about?
You see?
We are not being fair to the citizens at all. It's one kohokra. Your Canadian, no rather no. They are trying to kill the citizens and the poor people of this country.
Yeah, my chairman.
If we have the investors and professors and capacity building, we must stay here and utilize it.
Okay,
what is America? America.
Yeah, my chairman. Chairman.
I'm very good at disturbing.
Oh no. Senior politician.
Yeah.
I am very good.
Let the facts be educated.
So, Chairman, we'll lay him back on this dual citizenship matter.
You see,
I have a son.
You know, I have a son who was born in Britain. I'm a Ghanaian. His mother is British. So he's got dual citizenship. By the definition of our constitution, he can come and say that he's a Ghanaian. Right. So why wouldn't I be happy that we should do these things? But what I'm saying is that there are two sides to the coin. There are two sides to the coin. So when we are talking about this, you started by saying you are blaming Rawlings for
the intent with which you decided himself.
But I'm telling you that the exigencies of the times produces solutions, the times. So as we are moving on, realize that probably at that particular moment of time, it was very necessary. At our side, it was very necessary.
Security.
What security?
To his security.
What security? That people will come and do what? People, if they are doing this, will come and overthrow him.
Go and check the constitution. Why you won't accept the dual citizen for MPship and the cabinet? Because they will take information.
But it is proper.
Okay, so that is
as of that time.
It
was very relevant.
And now 32 years we have civilian.
You distort my
Chairman, go ahead, sir.
So, Chairman, your thinking is that you're careful in considering that thing.
Very much
so. Now, I can't say maybe information group, it will be a dual citizenship under the government.
And this, Griffiths not, or Griffiths or
but that's what I'm saying.
You see,
Griffiths, NDC Griffiths.
You see,
Griffiths,
dual.
National identification card. No, share NDC.
Griffiths went to serve in the American Army. You know, let me tell you, American Army.
Very sensitive.
American Army. No, you don't need to be an American citizen.
Who told you?
I'm coming. You've got Dominicans. I'm coming.
Why?
Why? Listen, I've got a son, right, who is in the British Army now. He was recruited from here. Who was recruited from here because he was in the Commonwealth. Into the army, going to the army, there are certain exceptions.
America and British army is not the same. So I don't know. I don't know much about Britain, but America, I can challenge you from today.
Anybody listening? I'm telling you that is why you have Dominicans. Look at America. Look at those who go.
I'm helping you. So don't let the facts out.
But no, I'm going to read the point in answer. Then we come in with what we know. That's it. Chairman
I'm telling you that. And now you are the. So, Brian Champon. Brian Champon, was he an American citizen when he was in the American army?
That one I can't.
Exactly. You see, Brian Champon, he was in the American army. It was the steward. He wasn't holding guns. But it was the American army.
So he wasn't in
he was the American army. I'm just telling you that in the army, in all armies, there are exceptions. They give you exceptions for you if you are not a national to be in the army.
Okay, so I think I've just been informed. U.S. citizens and some non-citizens can join the military.
Exactly.
If you are not a U.S. citizen, you must have a U.S. permanent residence card.
Yes. You see, sometimes,
We qualify the immigration.
My brother, just listen to me. Try and learn from the veterans.
We are
veterans. No, it's not the veteran. Emeritus. I'm chairman emeritus. So try and learn from us.
Emeritus in politics.
Don't say things you don't know.
Okay, so beyond that, there exists one too.
Yeah, go ahead.
There currently exist several limitations for non-citizens seeking advancement within the U.S. military. So they are saying the federal law requires that all military officers have U.S. citizenship. All military officers. And it means that non-citizens can only join the military as an enlisted member.
Yes.
Unlisted.
Enlisted, but you are in the army.
Enlisted member.
But you are don't go there.
Let's interpret the thing.
No, interpretation. You already did right. You don't need interpretation.
I don't need that interpretation. We are in the law. No.
You are not Supreme Court.
Chairman, really dear now.
I don't like this.
What said
not knowing what I'm telling you. And I was giving you practical examples.
If it's unlisted, then we will do the proper interpretation. Go ahead.
TV and no pay. Am I not vindicated?
Abaden. Oh, you're unlisted. Are you an officer?
But
are you an officer?
It is true. Only the NSU is true.
So we educated wrongly. I can't also say
I told you that in America there are certain exceptions. And cameraman, me buana.
Chairman, so in effect.
And I told that in UK, you have got Ghanaians who are not citizens. They are holding Ghana passport, are in the British Army. My own son, he's in the British Army. I was trying to get another one, but every year they come and recruit. But like you said, you cannot have, to say Ghana, that is why I say in Ghana, you can be a certain position, whether you are a dual, but there are certain positions, because it is everywhere in the world. America, you can go to the army, but you cannot be a general, you cannot be, because you are not an American citizen. Just as well as in America, you can go to the Senate, right, if you are not an American citizen. But you cannot be president. There are exceptions because your expertise are needed. That is why we allow these things to happen. So it is not a fait accompli, the straight jacket matter we are talking about. Understand? We have been to all these countries, we have studied, we know what goes on. And that is why I'm saying that there are two sides to the coin. when we are doing this, there are two sides.
So in giving that opportunity, we need to be very careful.
We need to be very careful. Like I said, if there are certain sensitive positions that we must guard for our own, because you have something called spies in your system.
My allegiance, you know, I'm
coming. You see, because in recent times, people who are Russians or Americans, think Americans, you can see them exchanging vital information from our country. That is why they do these things. They don't do this because of I want to protect an individual's security.
Interest.
It is the nation state. The nation state. That's what you are talking about. So when we are doing these things, you must be very careful about it. People should be educated, sensitized. We don't do these things. They run to the table. That is why we give laws that if you want to be part of our democracy principles, denounce at a certain stage. Tony Edu was having a British passport when he came to government. He denounced it. A lot of people, I don't want to mention even some things. So the law is there. It is a matter of interpretation now, where we are. At what stage should this take place? And in the case of Asino, the argument is that he started, but because of faith, what do you call it?
COVID.
Natural disaster. They have words for it. I forgot about it. Because of that, it did not proceed to the time of whatever. And then they give you the Zenato case. In the Zenato case, the High Court said, if you start the process,
it is deemed
that we have our own circumstances should determine how we do our things, so that we don't get to the stage that you are talking about.
Okay, Chairman. A lot of people were interested in this conversation.
Let me look. I have two issues quickly to respond to. Someone now about the U.S. citizens. For what you read, what he's saying is, when you are unlisted, you're supposed to be a U.S. How do you call it? The first people that you get green card. Permanent card. So before you join becoming an officer, you have to be a U.S. citizen.
Green card does not give you citizenship.
Oh, now so the
green card gives you longevity to stay in the country. Hey. It's not citizenship. You don't hold a passport. If you have a green card, go.
How can you become a citizen? I own a green card. Now I'm not a citizen. Where is it happen? You only be a citizen. My
mother of blessed memory had a green card. She had a green card, a Ghanaian passport. She didn't have a green card, British American passport. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The green card. I'm surprised at your age. You are judging about this.
Green card. Is for longevity of stay.
So at any time you apply for your citizenship.
So he's not a citizen with a green card. He is not a citizen. You are saying until he applies.
Oh,
like if in Britain they give you.
Why are you distorting this thing?
In Britain they give you.
The
same thing. They are not the same thing.
The laws are not the same thing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Green card is not the
Read it. You also read it. Now, green card. You can never. When you join and you become an officer, you have to become a citizen. They automatically give you the citizenship. What to other Ghana? You also say you're a citizen. Where this thing will happen?
You have to stay for so many before you get green card.
Even lottery for a quick crown. You have to be 5 years before you can apply for your citizenship.
You hold citizenship American passport.
It takes you 3 years before you can apply for citizenship. Now, acknowledge you are free.
He doesn't say green card, you are American citizen.
I haven't said that, right?
That's what you are saying.
Oh, we see. I'm surprised that I see one.
Play back. Play back what you said.
You said because you're
don't come and sit here and
destroy what I said. I have never said
that's what you said.
Oh, a green card.
That's what you said.
And I want to want in here. And I don't play. Let them play. Let them play. What I said.
No, Pamcho. Let's calm down.
Listen to yourself. Come
a green card holder is a permanent resident that has been granted authorization to live and work in the United States on a permanent basis.
Yes, he's not a citizen.
How many said a citizen? Why is this one?
That's what you said. That's what you said. Look at their faces. Look at their faces. You said that. You said that.
Where is this? Where is this? Because you are defeating your language, your argument. That's not that question. Me has someone make a choice. When you are entering, oh, master, stop what you are doing. You are old enough to do this.
I'm saying because you should learn. No, I know I'm not learning.
For that matter,
you are not learning.
Because you didn't learn, I have lived there. You don't know better than me. You don't know better. It doesn't matter.
A lot of now American citizens are bringing messages and they want to educate. We don't have time for today. So we'll come back to that topic at an appropriate time. That was it. Lots of your text messages will be a state in the position on the conversation. Interesting. But make us a chairman, could you boating? Kane New Jabin, North MPP chairman, our former Greater Accra Regional chairman, a chairman at Coca on the ticket of the NDC, former football administrator, and also our hand say. Namenka will say, Unyami Adoma this very weekend or Takwa in CIM Western Region, Midiema, being crowned the Premier League champions. It's going to be really exciting. And congratulations to the team and the management, and then to the bank roller, Moses Amapaka. Congratulations. Great job done. And to all football enthusiasts from Western Region, this Sunday, see a kotai media mechi ebro moji crew to the member of parliament the for duka papa perkwa bra and then the UMAT vice chancellor and the council chair munyina mining company say this Sunday bia ambechredo we atakwan shey be extremely proud we Western Region for 45 years monji league da ti munyam shekesiye pa aba through Moses Amapaka ti mombe tai na chi na inkunde ntiminye yedia ye toy enkomo no so ha nim say Chairman, could you boating?
Online. Okay, we just about for quite tomorrow. We don't say about for quite ba.
Yaba
premium. Yeah.
But are you for the citizens?
Oh, what you choose 70 bucks? We are.
Citizens.
Yeah, also yeah.
Said the money is here. But the man can't come message BM say omone menyagi. This one says if you're a green card holder, it doesn't give you automatic citizenship. Previously, you have to remain in the US for 5 years before you can apply for citizenship as a green card holder. On the other hand, if you are born in the US, you are an automatic citizen. Inti mpanyinfo mo so bebre obi ad na dwenche Alice Makan bebre obi ad na dwenche ba
I can't topic. Can't topic. I see the end of Kofaba and Abeboa. It is say I be better mu.
Yentrem say ya.
Oh, say I am binu.
Debi yentrem say ya. Yeah, you offer them near you. Eso akwa do citizenship no beti ba bo man no. Esi e pe kwan bi so mo ba o man no.
Then I argument ya Kofa Kofo citizenship no do ashit ba. You fan to be yentrem say ya.
Okay.
Now yes say asin de no eyeman ya. Say the citizens of Asin akoto aba. Ayi omo candidate, ayi omo member of parliament.
Yeah.
Na ene Akwa Baba be do say nobody failed it. I bet na political expediency. Yeah, can be. Tell me, and only idea I'm not speaking in the position say Sebi, maybe I'm a MPP in the Emide. What you say? It's time, money, and everything today. Anya Shikra is going to cause the state to do the friends by elections, and I'm a boy. At this time, when you are talking about grace, say if we don't have what to eat, that's a grace in the media.
Dangerous.
Now, this is what we spend our time. Think about the time I spend work. And if the man himself, so our idea be to support the agenda of the political party of Freeba about Omaya. At the time I actually was from 7th January 2021, and we sit here. We think it's okay. Let's move.
Okay,
the most important is our topic now.
So you've given us a promise that we will be swift with Ghana's economic recovery.
Omahini, I started to show me. Let me move to your third problem because your time
is
what you say. That your third topic is the most important for all of us to take a second look at it. Say obibe tu anamombi, amasa anamono. The future leaders. Sometimes we can sit in that particular situation for more than 50 years. In that 50 years, so we decide to say, democracy. Will be a cover 8 years. Think about how many leadership. Sa problem no. Obi omahini. That suda hono that chinchima. Be inherit. These are some of the things. Say, yet a leadership today going around preaching to Ghanaians say, oh no dear, he's the best in the economy. And all pay to me. About when at the time he did to me, man, this is what he left. And now they will come and tell us, say, it's something we don't need to talk about it. And we can never correct future without looking at the past. This is what you have. Message say, who leader wako sign 12 billion Ghana cedis. This one is not part of the facilities. And can loans one, catch us say, be a Raja Mahama Econo, nani loan ka 120 billion Ghana cedis. We and come. Because this is private, an agreement that produced for me and buy. Okay? You find kind of facility. And at the end, leader no antrance anhwe anamo sese otu no de clause akoshem na sa clause no awie oman no eno ho komo na no pa yedi ya yemra no ebinie emra ne da ho na akikire wo oso enye loan oso ye independent producer na mento men ko pesika men mo oman na yi but say ohonko ade o produce na manto a bi yuso man yuso metua uka. Now, could be so I got you say, my dream palm the year and he said, Nami did this a Burkina Faso be here power. Nami here say Ivory Coast be here power. Into my sir or how number 2 of mine so. Who could do Ivory Coast will catch your plane say, listen, me here power. Means I'm a sovereign. I'm a state on my own. My building me there. Oko Burkina Faso say me here. They say me war see nipa be to us our power no. E be ni ho. And that leader left and oko or say mining trust no engine in this obetumi abedi akonya biem na ne ono ne economy obe run ye no better wagya to ho no ye be yiso ye yiso o man hini be nya sika o man hini nya sika o sa de okoji the excess na okoji ya enfa enya factory na produce excess na okoji ya citizens and consume no matu aka no how are you going to pay for it? And at the end the accumulation of it kakra obetu bia no na eno nti yekotam ayi your friend is saying o man hini eco store sika kakra wanya why yi na they are taxing the bibiri ne they akwa kotua na power no si ho generator no si ho it doesn't produce anything. You are expecting the economy to go on what level?
I see. Happy birthday to Lawrence Atto, fine art photography of Standard Chartered Bank. Lawrence Atto, may this lovely day bring happiness and new opportunities in your life. Wishing you the happiest birthday ever. And this is from Winifred, Ya Osei, and the entire Atto family. We love you. So,
Right.
Chairman.
Look, I said last week, They can't power one. Ghana, the catch your beginning when the population of 6 million. Akosombo, Ponka, Konhono, Olivia Cry, power. It's 24 hours, free. The check. The place yeah, Akosombo down. All the turbines were working. The power is 24 hours. Akosombo, who do Bob Shimpo Arenashi. Then we started having problems when the population started increasing. Government upon government. I remember in President Kufuor's time, Okofa, recoup robbery, Okofa machines by friend with toy. They couldn't even.
That's how he described it.
That's the time they couldn't even store it. The mama came, said it's not going to wait for us to keep on being in that position. Now, our install capacity, Ghana is 5,000 megawatts. And on average, you see 3,600 megawatts. That's about peak hour. The question that we keep asking, where is the excess capacity? Because some of the machines are, and when they are not even operating. We have a situation where vacuum, and there's a big steel factory on the Pampam Road. They are looking for power because they are producing below capacity. They are looking for power.
Is it R5?
R5. Okay, they are one of the biggest steel factory in West Africa. They are looking for power. So I remember Surini asked the Minister of Finance, said they be almost excess capacity. They should tell us what excess no amonka. Ana sikai no mwetua. Oba no. O see excess capacity no mokano. Sika mwetua ye na 37.5 million. And that even no. It is not excess capacity, but other fuel na ni no mana omokra no mwetua. Up to now, a bank can say this is the level of excess capacity. And if you know that for so many years, we are supplying power to Togo, Burkina Faso, all this. And even when you go to Europe, you can see that why is Russia now Americans? Because they were even supplying them energy from Russia all over Europe. Because of when we talk about African integration, now we're talking about ACTFs after. So in every country, you look at what is opportunity cost. What are you good in doing? So other African countries will emulate, and then we all have a common policy. So this idea of excess capacity. Now, as we sit in Ghana, there are certain days that we have done so. Even though we have excess capacity to do, they don't come and tell you because the lines are broken down, or this. But it's good that it's because of generation. So this argument in the day, and then blame somebody, some government or that kind of thing. That's why I say government is continuing, because as we sit here, the next 10 years, what will be the population of this country? When I was born, population of Ghana was 6 million. 6 million. 40, 50, 60, 30 years, 40 years, we are now 35 million. And then we let only Akosombo until Rollins came and brought this Atuobo gas and all these things. Just imagine that all these things that we are talking about, if you don't have it, when you didn't have it, when you do so. 10 years hence, do you know the population is going by 2.1%? Can you imagine the population in 10 years' time? If you don't have these facilities around. So it's somebody who is thinking. It is up to you who has come in governance, right? To also put your hand on the car and try to stabilize it. If you go and put up a cabinet of ministry of 125, if you go and you dig a crater at what do you call it, ministries, say I build a cathedral, you sink so much money, you do unnecessary things that brings your economy down. Then you go low when you start saying power generation.
Okay.
Low. Then you've taken the whole concept of governance to a very low.
Chairman Kojo Boateng Medasi, Chairman Adekuka Medasi. Kofi Yeboah, wo mining FM wo Takwa. Kofi KY Sande from great guy.
When Bompaima Accra Great Olympics, why?
Olympics is there. Chairman Mumuko Modena. Oh, that's Kafua more intimate from Sikansha bomb. Chairman Adekuka Mutama Kowe Kowu. Ajimendu at times.
Ajimanda
Say Uba Party Banko, Mimi free jobbing.
Me call
the Jabimeno.
Oh, you just say jobbing starts to be at it. Now, soccer, Omuku soccer will crume.
Blame Adekuka.
Blame Chairman Adekuka Faba.
Blame Chairman Adekuka. And a man back. Another influential man. Only four.
Okay.
Backward.
But Nana is there.
But Jaula,
you see,
these are the heroes of Ghana.
And you know at that time.
So, build the empire. Now your succession plan did not work. Is it an empire?
Succession plan.
So this is why I see my Kabuti. Okay, build the empire. Now empire no.
Because we can't know the power. Ben Kofi, Adekoka, Nana Batla, Jaula.
Let me tell you.
I'm a good Ghana football.
Let me tell you something. You see, when you don't know history. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. During our time, there was no sponsorship. Like, the only sponsorship we got was from Guinness, right? We were able to build a team from under 17.
Okay, thank you so much.